Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Canelo not fighting Benavidez in May. Is it a duck? Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Tracy asks a question. She basically states, if Canelo doesn't fight David Benavidez in May, is that a duck? And absolutely not. That's not a duck, and there's no way that they can be a duck, and this is why. Because David Benavidez and Mauricio Suleiman of the WBC have already agreed to move any mandatory fight to September. That's what they've already agreed. So David Benavidez has already agreed to move any mandatory fight with Canelo Alvarez to September. He's already made this agreement. So David Benavidez does not have a problem fighting in May or September. The only people that I hear having a problem with the Canelo Benavidez fight not happening in May is fanboys, haters, and trolls. That's it. Everybody else, no one cares if that fight is in September or May as long as they get it this year. That's all I hear from real boxing fans. Real boxing fans do not care. David Benavidez, his team, Canelo's team, and the WBC have already agreed to move any potential mandatory fight with David Benavidez to September. David Benavidez signed off on this. He's okay with this. So it's impossible that that could be a duck, because if David Benavidez had a problem with this, he would say, no, strip him, enforce the mandatory date for May. He's not saying that. He's saying, I'm okay with fighting Canelo in September. I'm okay with the mandatory date being pushed to September. David Benavidez agreed to this. It's impossible for that to be a duck. Another thing is, David Benavidez's own father, Jose Benavidez Sr., and trainer, has come out and stated that, hey, it's possible that Canelo Benavidez fight happens in September. He also states that he's more optimistic about that fight actually getting done and actually happening. So, a lot of fanboys in hell right now listening to this. And look, let me just be honest about everything. Canelo Alvarez is one of the most hated and disrespected fighters in the sport of boxing. You speak facts and guys call you a fanboy. You speak facts and they say, oh, you're just pumping up this guy. All of this. These are just facts. This is not what I think. This is not my opinion. This is not how I feel. These are facts. Canelo Alvarez has taken on more challenges than anybody right now in boxing. Canelo Alvarez is the only guy that's went up and challenged Bivol like this. Benavidez hasn't done that, but yet Benavidez gets more respect than Canelo. It's amazing how that works. Canelo Alvarez fought the Triple G. People said he would never move up and fight. Canelo Alvarez moved up and fought Callum Smith. They said he would never do that. He would never move up and fight Kovalev. Moved up and fought him. Moved up and fought Bivol. So every time Canelo Alvarez takes on a challenge, goes out and fights another guy, people say he would never do it, but he always does it. At 23, this guy was fighting the number one fighter in the world in Floyd Mayweather. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what Canelo does, people are going to hate on it. This man is the face of boxing, and at the end of the day, you can't hate on greatness.